Greetings, I'm Craig Smizer. Welcome to the December 2025 edition of How's the Market in Steiner Ranch. In November, 8 resale homes closed in Steiner Ranch, which was down 11.1% from November of 2024. The median price in November increased 19.2% to $790,000. The average price of a home increased 9.6% to over $752,000. And the average price per square foot decreased 1.2% to almost $250. So did prices really increase that much? No. While I think this month's numbers are a pretty decent representation of the market, the numbers from 2024 are what make it look like a big increase. During that month, most of the homes that sold were under $700,000, so the median was lower than normal. Compare it to this November, and it appears to show a big jump in value that doesn't really exist. So let's take a look at the year-to-date stats to see if we can get a better overall view of the Steiner market. The number of resale homes sold so far in 2025 is 171, up 23% from the first 11 months of last year. The median price of a home has increased 0.6% to $830,000. The average price decreased 5.3% to over $984,000. And the average price per square foot declined 2.8% to almost $288. With a median price at $830,000, I think it's a good measure of what we see happening in the market today. Prices are coming down in Steiner, with some homes really negotiating a lot to get a contract. Now, the number of available homes during November was 54, up 23% from last November. Again, while we're seeing some homes taken off the market, more people seem to be sticking it out this year. Now, the number of new listings put on the market was 23, up 53%. The November sales ranged from a low of $490,000 to a high of $1,050,000. The $490,000 is the lowest sales price in Steiner Ranch this year. Now, the average sales price to list price ratio was 95.9%, which is the exact same as last month, which means it's also the second lowest number for this stat in the 13 years I've been doing these videos. Now, the sales price to list price ratio compares the sales price to the asking price at the time the house went under contract. But the original list price to sales price ratio compares the price of the house when it originally went on the market, and it compares it to the final sales price. The ratio last month was 92.4%. Now, for homes that closed in November, the average days on market was 68, up from 55 last year. The number of homes that went under contract in November was 6, down 65% from last year. That's a big drop, but we had an unusually high number of contracts last November, so the big drop is not indicative of a problem this year, but a rare situation last year. Now, overall, the market in Steiner Ranch continues to be sluggish. Many buyers don't have much motivation at this point. Some are looking for a deal. Frankly, many sellers aren't motivated to lower prices to the point that will get the house sold right now. The Federal Reserve just lowered the Fed funds rate by 1/4 point for a third time. Remember, this is not mortgage rates. When the Fed funds rate dropped the first 2 times, mortgage rates increased. This time, they moved down slightly, but not enough to move the housing needle. Now, many experts in the field expect rates next year to be fairly steady. Most of the ranges they're providing are between 6 and 6.5% for much of the year. If that holds true, mortgage rates won't be a driver of the market in the sense that they'll get enough buyers to spur into the market. Now, if you have any real estate related questions, please don't hesitate to call or text me at 512-650-7300 or email me at craig@realestateinAustin.com. Thanks for watching How's the Market in Steiner Ranch.